Love as the ultimate leadership strategy. When Jesus leaned across the table in John 13:34 and said, "A new command I give you. Love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another." He wasn't giving his disciples a soft, sentimental idea to scribble in their journals. He was laying down the playbook for human flourishing. He was setting the standard for how relationships, personal and professional, could be transformed when anchored in a radical, Christ-shaped kind of love. The timing matters. He gave this command after washing their feet, an act that shocked every social instinct in the room. He knew the cross was just hours away. This was his legacy line, his masterclass closer, his TED Talk mic drop. And the command still reverberates today, shaping not only our families and friendships, but also our leadership, our businesses, and the way we show up in the world. Why love feels risky in business and life. Let's be honest. Love isn't the first word most of us reach for in the boardroom or the office. Strategy? Yes. Innovation? Absolutely. Efficiency? Of course. But love? That feels soft, risky, maybe even unprofessional. And yet, Jesus makes it clear. The defining mark of his people isn't productivity, degrees, or flawless performance. It's love. Not just any love, but his kind of love. Unconditional, tireless, self-giving. This isn't easy. Many of us carry imperfect pictures of love from our past. Conditional affection, broken promises, relationships where love was weaponized. Those wounds make it hard to understand what true love looks like, much less practice it. The emotional tension is real. How do I love others well when I'm not sure I've always been loved well myself? The answer isn't to grit our teeth or try harder. It's to receive first, to internalize that you are already loved deeply by Christ, not because of your performance, but because of his character. From that well, you pour. From that abundance, you give. The new standard, not just love, but love like Jesus. Here's the kicker. Jesus didn't simply say, love one another. That would have been doable, even familiar. The law already commanded love. What makes his words new is the qualifier. As I have loved you. That's a game changer. That's the moment he shifts the goalposts. He doesn't tell us to love until we're tired. He doesn't say to love until it no longer feels good. He says to love in the same way he has loved us. Without limit, without condition, without self-protection. That means in family life, forgiveness doesn't keep score. In friendships, it's presence when it's inconvenient. And in business? It's leading with integrity when shortcuts would be easier. Empowering others even if it costs you. And treating every colleague as someone bearing the image of God. Love becomes the competitive advantage nobody can copy. The cross-shaped measure of our love. Here's where the microscope view sharpens the picture. The Greek word used here is agape. Love defined not by emotions, but by actions, not by convenience, but by sacrifice. Jesus doesn't measure love against what others are doing. The measure is himself. Think about that. The standard is not, am I kinder than my competitor? More generous than my boss? More compassionate than my neighbor? The standard is Jesus' love. The kind that washed Judas's feet knowing betrayal was coming. The kind that forgave Peter even after denial. The kind that stretched out on a cross for enemies. So the question shifts. No longer, am I doing better than others? But, does my love look like Jesus? How this changes leadership. In business, we love metrics, sales numbers, KPIs, and quarterly goals. Those matters. But what if love became part of your leadership dashboard? not in a sentimental way, but as a measure of how you steward influence and power. Loving leadership looks like this: choosing to listen deeply when speed tempts you to dismiss, offering grace when mistakes happen instead of defaulting to blame, investing in the growth of your team even when it doesn't directly benefit your bottom line, leading with transparency and integrity, even when the truth costs you. That's washing feet in modern terms. That's cruciform leadership. While it may not show up on a spreadsheet, it will shape culture, deepen loyalty, and create an impact that money can't buy. The personal heart check. Now let's pull this closer. Forget the 50,000-foot view for a moment. Think about the past few days of your life. Were you quick to forgive or quick to defend? Did you go out of your way to help someone, or did you guard your comfort? Did you speak encouragement, or did silence keep you safe? Love is proven in the micro moments. How do you respond when you're cut off in traffic? How do you treat the barista when the line is slow? In how you lead the meeting when someone drops the ball? These are the crucibles where the love of Jesus, or the lack of it, becomes visible. One sentence needs to land here. Love isn't theory, it's practice. Anchors to carry forward. 3 anchor points rise out of this passage like mile markers on the journey. Jesus gave us a picture of pure love. Love isn't abstract. It has a shape, and it looks like Jesus. He doesn't say to love until you don't feel like it. Love isn't tied to mood or convenience. It's steady. The measure of our love is Jesus, not people. Comparison is irrelevant. The cross is the standard. Let those lines sit heavy. Write them where you'll see them. Let them challenge the way you show up tomorrow. The final thoughts. So here's the challenge. Take this command out of the upper room and into your own. Into your kitchen, your office, your boardroom, your commute. Ask yourself, what does love look like here today? And then do it. Speak the word. Extend the grace. Wash the metaphorical feet in front of you. Because love, real Christ-shaped love, isn't just the best way to live. It's the only way the world will recognize who you truly follow.